Good morning from day 9 of our Route 66 journey. We're currently in Albuquerque, and before we even got started or saw anything, Cheveyo had to wash Cherry, because as he says, quote, a dirty car just doesn't run right or something, you know how he is. So that's what we're doing now. Let me get the map. Today is actually one of our shorter days. We are here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We're going to follow Route 66 all the way to Gallup here today, right on the border of Arizona. There is the big lumberjack of Albuquerque. There is a ton of construction happening in front of it, so...
No Tia for scale.
No Tia for scale, I guess.
This is the main street of Albuquerque, right? It's the longest... You usually give the facts, so bear with me. It is the longest unbroken stretch of urban Route 66 in the whole country.
This is definitely the most condensed peppering of Route 66 signs and businesses that I've seen so far on this road trip.
Albuquerque has a lot of billboards with lawyers advertising their services.
That doesn't have anything to do with Route 66.
It's striking, really, how many, a lot of payday loan places.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like Santa Fe a little bit more.
Yeah, I think so too.
I feel like this section of Route 66 is a very good, condensed example of this entire highway that runs through America. It's largely been forgotten. It's a very famous road. People internationally have heard of it. I know it's popular amongst Europeans to come and drive it, but really it's mostly been forgotten. Life just goes on, and every once in a while you see signs and little references to it, but it's really not something that you come and drive on the entire time, where it actually feels like you're doing anything. You know what I mean? And we read a lot of guides before we did this, and a lot of them make it sound like it's this continuous road that you can follow the whole time, but that has not been our experience.
Mm-mm.
It's been a good experience. I think we really got to see a lot of America that we hadn't seen before, but it's not a very cohesive, clear thing that you can follow.
Central Avenue was able to be spared, unlike so many parts of Route 66, from being paved over by the interstate, because the locals here wanted to preserve that piece of history. And it's just amazing to see that this is probably the healthiest section that we've seen of Route 66. And it's just, I love it.
You see that, love? Cherry's so clean you can eat off of her. Pity laugh. This is from the doghouse. I don't know if that really looks good, but this place is famous in Albuquerque. We've been eating pretty horribly since we've been on this road trip, so we're just gonna split this.
Yeah, so this is a foot-long chili dog with onions. I have to say, this is the first time I've ever seen a bun this long. Usually they do mini buns in a really long dog.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Is it?
Yeah. I think the onions make it. So what they do here is they slice the hot dog down the center and then throw it onto the flat top, and they weigh it down. And then they also toast the buns on it. So everything's really crispy. It kind of looks floppy because it's so... Well, I guess it's floppy, but it's still pretty good. That was actually really spicy. It's one of those things that, as soon as I started breathing, it started to really kick in, and Cheveyo had to finish the rest of the dog. Drinking water.
Actually, really, I really enjoy water.
Water?
I really enjoy spicy food. It got to my head. This is the first time I've been able to have it since Thailand. But I'm like one of those people who I can't judge how much I can take, and I end up paying for it some number of hours later most of the time.
No!
It's not too much. This is Budville Trading Company.
It's kind of an eerie place to be.
It's a bit of a darker side of the history of Route 66.
Yeah, so Bud opened up the trading post a few years after Route 66 was paved in this area. And he was a really successful guy and had a really nice trading post. And then one day someone walked in and murdered him and his
82-year-old employees.
Yeah, and ran away with a couple $100s.
It took a long time for them to track the guy down, and they eventually did. And I guess the guy who murdered him had been on a crime spree.
And then this building switched hands a few more times and then just opened and closed and opened and closed, and eventually it's just been closed down.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of abandoned or semi-abandoned towns along this route, but this area looks, I mean, I don't know how many people still live here. It looks really abandoned now.
Mm-hmm. The Continental Divide!
All right, so on this side of this sign, the rain flows into the Pacific Ocean, and over here on this side, the rain drains into the Atlantic. We are thousands of miles, well, we're like 1,000 miles in either direction from more than 1,000 going east. And we are also in one of the least rainy parts of the country. But the Continental Divide, everybody. Over here, those some really cool rocks. You want to go check that out?
Yeah.
Whoa, look at those rocks. That's just like home. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Does it make you miss Sedona?
Yeah. Yeah. I just love the Southwest so much.
I think we're biased because we're from here, but this is the prettiest part of the country. It's just gorgeous. You can't beat this.
Yeah.
For the Australians watching, this is pretty similar, I think, to what the Kimberleys look like, maybe just a little bit drier. But the red rocks and the mesas are so pretty.
Sizes are so big here. This is a large. This is next to a large, and there's no medium, and the small is 16 ounces. I mean, I'm not complaining, I really want coffee. But what I love about US gas stations is that they have, I did this a lot in high school, but they have like a whole fixin' station, and it's like completely free. You just like kind of make your coffee the way you want.
Coffee's only $1.69 each. So cheap and good. Well, maybe good is a stretch, but yeah. So this is Gallup, New Mexico. Stayed here last night, the Motel 6.
It's a little chilly today.
Yeah, well, the elevation in this part of the U.S. is quite high. Like yesterday at the Continental Divide, that was 7,200 feet. Nowadays, it's mostly a lot of silversmithing and jewelry trading. There's a lot of trading posts here.
With the Native Americans?
Yeah, my sister has a gift shop in our hometown, Sedona, and you come here for a lot of the jewelry.
Okay, we are going to Arizona today. State number 7?
Yep.
Yep. So we're in Gallup right now. We're gonna cross over the border and head to Flagstaff. That's gonna be our endpoint. And there's some really cool stuff in between.
Neat fact, it takes us about 30 minutes to pack up all of our stuff every morning, and we're moving every single day for 14 days, so we're going to spend 7 hours on this road trip just packing up our stuff. People need to know! Alright, here is the Arizona state line.
Yay, we're home!
Oh my gosh, it's focusing on a bug. There it is! Oh, you're way better at this. Yellow Horse Trading Company.
Wow, the rocks. Wow, look at this. On the cliff.
This morning in Gallup, I was talking about all the Native American jewelry around here, and these are a few Navajo trading posts. They sell jewelry here.
Pottery and...
We're kind of desensitized to this stuff because we grew up around it, but it's still pretty cool if you're coming through. So there's all these different trading posts. What's really cool is it's right up against this huge rock face. That's just awesome looking.
I went shopping. The owner's son, his name was Josh, and he was so sweet and really good at selling jewelry.
Yeah.
But look how pretty they are! Look at it!
That is black onyx on one and opal in the other.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Oh, you look beautiful.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, that looks really pretty. There are a bunch of family-owned trading posts along this route. I mean, you could take the entire day to travel 100 miles just stopping at these trading posts every, 5 minutes or so? But it was cool. We spoke with the owner there for a while, and he was talking about how much a struggle it's been to recover from COVID and the dip in business that they had. And so this just seemed like the best place to spend our money, I think, on this road trip. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tia's not the only one who went shopping. I got some elk jerky. I think it'll look very nice on me.
Stop.
My darling.
It tastes like beef, like beef jerky.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I never had elk jerky before. Oh, it's more your speed than my speed. They're still good.
Oh, that's good. I think they season that with soy sauce. Jerky is my favorite road trip snack, and it's so difficult to find it in other countries, and when we have found it, it is obscenely expensive.
Twizzlers? Is that my favorite?
Twizzlers, yeah, probably. We have wildly different tastes in food.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing great. Wait, $25, man?
All right.
Did you get a map already?
We did not.
So this is the Petrified Forest National Park. Costs $25 per car to get in. You have to go to it when you're in here. Look at this, you guys. This is Tapani Point, which incidentally is the name of one of my little sisters. But just this is so beautiful. It looks like it was painted. It really does. The nice part about would you? I can't believe you. The nice part about this national I can't trust you. The nice part about this park is that it's very beautiful just to drive through it because we only have a couple hours to see it. We can't go on a long hike or anything. But it's just full of vistas. Like, this is on the side of the road. So you can see how huge this park is. Also, sorry for another map scene, you guys. But anyways, we started up here. This whole area right here is lookouts. What we're gonna do is go down here, and we really want to see the petrified forest part of it. They call it what? The crystal?
I think the crystal forest, maybe? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to.
To be honest, it took me a hot second to find them, but once you do, they just all pop out. That is amazing. I was reading the sign, and the Native Americans would chip away at the rock, the natural color of the rock. Beneath that first layer is lighter, and then the petroglyphs will just stand out. We can't even make things these days that last, a couple of years, and these have been for so long. That's just so cool.
It's difficult to date those, but best they can figure is between 600 and 2,000 years old. We're gonna see things much older though.
Is that a joke? Oh, because it's a... Yeah, okay.
Probably tell now where the park got its namesake. This is the Petrified Forest, and it's literally a 220 million year old forest. So this whole area used to be positioned where Costa Rica is in present day, and it drifted northward with a continental drift, and then has been uplifted, and those form the perfect conditions for it to be arid enough for this whole forest just to petrify. It's awesome.
So that means these trees were around when the dinosaurs were. Stop. Look at this one. Oh my gosh. You can really see how big of a log it used to be.
You can still see the rings.
And the rings! Oh my god. That is, oh my god. No words.
I think people underestimate how varied and beautiful the desert can be. I think everyone's aware that it can be pretty, but most people think it tends to all look the same, and that's not the case at all.
No. It's hot, it's cold, it can get snowy, we have the flat plains, we have mountains. I feel like we sound a little biased because we're from here, but this is one of the prettiest places.
We're really enjoying being back, even if just for a day or two.
Yeah.
Hello everybody. I'm just here sitting on the corner of Winslow in Arizona because I'm not a trend follower. Should we just do a take where I'm standing? I'm gonna stand, okay. So this is maybe the most famous place, single location in all of Route 66, I think, just because of the Eagles song. So they have a statue back here. It's just totally devoted to the Eagles song because that's what put this town on the map, Winslow. So they have a statue of the guy in the song that's standing on the corner of Winslow, Arizona. Tia for scale. There she is. There's Tia. He was a man of average height, slight build.
Average height? I'm tall, so he's pretty tall. What? Sorry if you couldn't hear the song playing in the background because it's been kind of on a loop, and it makes me think that the people working in the gift shop standing on the corner must be so tired of that song. But Winslow is actually a really cute town. I don't think I've been here since I was a little kid. I don't remember it being this like charming, and it's really well maintained, and there's murals everywhere and really well preserved like gas station.
I think this is also the busiest single place that we've been on all of Route 66. I mean, it was pretty packed back there. People from France, all over the country, just checking out the guy standing on the corner.
Or Cheveyo sitting on it. The original plan was to stop at Meteor Crater, which is just mind-blowing, but time got away from us a little bit and they closed down for the day. Our final stop for the day, where we're going to sleep tonight, is in Flagstaff, and our hotel tonight I'm actually really excited about.
Oh, that's cute.
Aww. We're staying at the Weatherford Hotel in downtown Flagstaff. This hotel is from the 1800s, 1897, right?
Yeah, it's right in the downtown. It's like the best location in the whole city, really. We lived in Flagstaff for a couple years.
But this hotel is 100 years older than me.
Oh yeah, 1897. It is exactly 100 years older. Teddy Roosevelt stayed here.
Yeah, so
Talk about a historic building.
yeah, and the One Pack Wanderer stayed here too, I heard.
Yeah, well.
But what's really neat is that they've kept a lot of the old vintage furniture, and the radiator's old, and the bed's old, and the floors are really creaky, so you know they're authentic.
This place is apparently haunted.
The guy who checked us in was talking about how all the crazy stuff that happens here, like lights flickering, and pots and pans moving around, and doors slamming shut in the middle of the night.
We'll let you guys know. Well, actually, if this is the last video, you know what happened to us.
I swear, if you do not do anything on purpose to scare me, don't. I know you, and I know that's like your type of teasing that you like. I'll kill you.
So you guys, about this hotel, it was $158 a night, and we want to shout out, a guy bought us a bunch of coffee on Buy Me a Coffee, and suggested that maybe we could stay in a nicer historic hotel instead of all the Motel 6s. So it wouldn't have happened without, his name's Donald, so thank you, Donald, for that. And I think you want to go downstairs and have a drink at the bar?
Yeah.
There's a bar downstairs. Alright, thanks you guys for coming with. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Subscribe! We should get our energy drink.
No. Nope, we're not gonna get another energy drink. You almost had a heart attack yesterday. There's absolutely no way. I'm sorry.
But I was awake though.
I'm vetoing it.